You are intimidating. You know what? I love that about you. I love that you're so intimidating. It's got people out here shaking. It has people out here holding their breath, gripping their pearls. You are intimidating, and that is the superpower that you should be embracing. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. Today, I am feeling very passionate. I'm feeling very excited because I'm here to talk to you today about intimidation. We're gonna be talking about why you're intimidating, the qualities that you have that might be intimidating to people, why it's a good thing, and how you can use that for your life and for the better. And I'm gonna accompany this with a personal story of my own and things that have happened to me. So let's jump right in. So usually people think that being intimidating means that you are aggressive. People might be a little scared of you. While some of those things may be true, maybe you are physically big, you've got muscles, maybe your natural resting face is kind of an RBF. That is just the surface level. True qualities in somebody that actually is perceiving to them as intimidating are the following. 1, you are a vocal person and you will stand on business. You are not scared to speak your mind. You are not scared to say an opinion. You are not scared to correct somebody. That can be very intimidating. People would prefer to be comfortable and to get away with murder. Another intimidating quality is looking like you have things together. You look like you are successful. You look like you are living a happy life. That can be very intimidating to the regular person or to especially weak-minded individuals. The sad truth is a lot of the time people don't want to see you do well. They just don't. You're gonna find a few people in life that are gems, that are really good people. You know, they got pure hearts and they want to see you win. But more often than not, you're gonna find people that just don't want that for you. They're cool with you when you're on their level or less. When you're not doing so good, you're not feeling too bad because there's nothing to compare to. I don't want to jump too deep yet, but looking like you have it together, very intimidating. Being very emotionally intelligent and holding yourself to a standard, having control of your emotions, not being weak in the sense of things rattle you easy. Being able to hold your tongue because it's not worth arguing over. That is very intimidating. People like to get a rise out of others, especially if they feel overpowered in some way. That is something that they like to do. They like to make somebody feel small. You're not small. So just remember these things. Those are the 3 main qualities I tend to find in people that are quote unquote intimidating. Now, if you yourself have been labeled intimidating, congratulations, you are doing a great job. Now, if somebody perceives you as intimidating and they try to knock you down, belittle you in any way, spurge your character, but if people are trying to do that, just know they're beneath you now. I'm not someone to be putting people on pedestals because I think we're all equal, but I think we're all equal until you start being jealous, rude, horrible, trying to ruin people's lives. That's where I'm like, no, you're down here now. When you're a bad person, that's where you get knocked down here. Oh, and I forgot the most important one. Final quality that people can find very intimidating, which kind of plays with the other ones I said, confidence. If you come off confident, automatically you can be very intimidating. Most people are not naturally confident. I believe true confidence is quiet. You don't need to show off. You don't need to boast about it and say, oh, I'm this or that. No, true confidence is just perceived automatically. And that confidence ties into the last 3 that I mentioned, right? Speaking your mind, not being scared to like hold your ground, knowing when's the right way to even speak on something, and even if it's even worth bothering, like dealing with certain people, all of that ties into confidence. And remember, being confident also means you have high self-esteem for yourself, which also translates into high standards. Not a lot of people have high standards for themselves. They set the bar very low so they can feel better about achieving little. Okay, now I'm going to quickly cover off on the good things and the bad things about being intimidating. Some things that are commonly not the best. People might be nervous to even come up and talk to you. People might be nervous on getting deep and opening up about struggles because they see you as so put together. Another negative can be people are going to try you. They're really going to try you. When they see you as up here because you're so intimidating, they want to try to knock you down a peg. So it can be very tiring having to deal with people like that. I think ultimately being intimidating is a pro. Let me cover off on why I think it's a good thing. Right off the bat, being intimidating, automatically you are gonna get a certain level of respect. Some people might try to knock you down a peg. They might try to get you angry, riled up, but at the end of the day, if you open your mouth and say what you gotta say, whether it is calm, cool, collected, or you put someone in their place, it's gonna be respected. This is on the assumption you're a good person, you mind your business, you stay focused, you are driven, you are confident, and that's it. You're not bothering nobody, you're not, stirring the pot anywhere, you're not gossiping, just living your life. But a lot of the time, when you open your mouth and you speak, oh, it's gonna be heard. Automatically, there's a certain level of respect you are gonna get when you are intimidating. And along with the whole self-respect and respect aspect to what I'm speaking about, there's also a natural perception of being a leader. If you look like you have it together, people might want to lean on you more. Now, not lean in the sense of take advantage, but just naturally they might come to you for answers. They might want to come to you for advice. Another aspect to being intimidating, actually take you further in life. Now, what do I mean by this? Obviously, you don't want to be so cold that like nobody can talk to you. Let me give you an example that you could use this in the workplace. If you would like to get a promotion, let's say, expressing that you want to do these, people are going to take you more seriously. You already almost like have this ability in yourself to get the job done. It's going to be a little easier for you to move up in that regard. Obviously, there's going to be work associated with that. Obviously, there's going to be a certain level of skill set, but the confidence that you're going to carry will help you carry that forward quicker than the average person. And another great quality that I love about being intimidating is you will weed out very quickly who is right for you in your life and who's not. All these qualities I mentioned, honestly, at the end of the day, is what's gonna let you live a more peaceful life. Now I'm gonna give you a personal example of my own life of when I was informed that I was intimidating. And never in a million years did I ever expect someone to tell me this, by the way. So naturally, when you meet me, I am very friendly. I do have, a certain demeanor up front. I'm not like all in your face, super bubbly, but I'm very nice. I would like to think I'm a good time, but I make it very known I'm not scared to speak my mind. I also pick and choose when it's worth to say it and when it's not. So one day I was hanging out with one of my friends from college, and I remember she said to me verbatim,
I remember first meeting you, and I remember you were so nice, but I was so intimidated by you.
And at first it caught me so off guard. I was like, why would I be intimidating? Because I associate being with like aggressive, like RBF, like so standoffish, like I look angry. These qualities that would deter people away from me. And I asked her, I was like, what about me was so intimidating? Broke it down and said, when I met you, yeah, you were really nice, but I felt you had a lot of confidence. You seemed very sure of yourself. You were very honest and raw with how you spoke to me. And you were not scared to point out like a silly insecurity or flaw or something you were going through. Like you knew what you wanted, you had goals, and you were executing it, and all of that put together makes you very intimidating. So when she broke it down like that, I was like, oh. Nobody ever sat me down and told me this. But I was like, okay, this is making a lot of sense. And I would think about my past relationships with people. Certain people would treat me like this. Then people who were really confident didn't treat me this way. And I started connecting a lot of dots, and I was like, wow. And at first I was like, oh, like I don't want to be intimidating. But then I was like, oh, let's take a step back. Actually, I love that about myself. And yeah, there's gonna be certain times where it's like, you know what? Let them feel like they won this argument. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna let them think X, Y, and Z. If all of this about me means that I'm intimidating, I am more than happy gonna embrace it. Period. I would rather be intimidating than a rug you could walk all over. I would rather be labeled as intimidating every single day. If that means that I'm gonna be respected, if that means that I'm so sure of myself and I respect myself and I love myself, hell yeah, of course I'm gonna be intimidating. My final thoughts is you're intimidating and you need to embrace it. When I'm referring to these qualities of being intimidating and why it's good, it's to like the first impression, a certain level of a relationship that you have to maintain, like a work relationship, first meeting people, you don't know them. So these qualities are important. Do I think you need to be intimidating every second of the day and like to the closest people you have in your life? Do you want them to perceive you as this way? No. But this requires a balance. There's times where the intimidating needs to be turned on, and there's times where the warm and fuzzy and sweet need to be turned on. Intimidating is a superpower. Intimidating is a good thing. And if you feel like you are not at this level, you are not exuding this characteristic and quality, trust me, you can get there. It takes work, and you will have to fake it till you make it in certain times. But trust and believe you can get to that point. People are gonna look at you and be like, damn, I wish I could be like that. I aspire to be like that. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got something good from this video. If there's anything you took away from this video, feel free to let me know down below. Tell me some stories about maybe when you've been intimidating to people or you've been told this, or even just give some tips on how you've been able to build your own confidence up. Anything like that, I would love to know down below. Anyways, thank you so much again for listening, and I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!